So, I'm back, and I finally found a solution for, that's in the way, for how to not having to hand sew all these seams. And I simply tried this in the beginning, but it didn't work because it was moving too much. So I hand sew the first seam, which looks really messy. When I'm done with this seam, I'm probably going to rip this one up and sew it again. And I started at the seam, as you can see, it doesn't look that messy, and that is really good. And this is actually the inside of the corset. So I basically pinned the middle layer and the inner layer together, and I made sure that all the needles were going through the ditch on that side, and then came out the ditch on that side. That turned out pretty good, and I don't know if you can see this, but this side is actually a little messy, but that's on the inside, so that doesn't really matter. And the side that you will see from the inside looks good, all clean. And I'm sewing from the inside side, so, well, yeah, I'm gonna show you how to sew it also. And, well, my underthread died right here, so I had to pin it all again. So I'm just gonna finish this one. So it turned out to be a far more complicated project than I thought, to have the camera on while sewing. But you basically want to be really precise and careful, because you don't want the seams to show too much. So you're just gonna stitch in the ditch. I love how that rhymes. And you also want to sew so you can pull the needle backwards while sewing and then remove it. Now it's all sewn together, and as you can see, it's a big difference between the seam that I sewn by hand, because you don't really get it that straight, or, well, you get it very straight, but you don't get the needle straight through the two layers exactly. So what you're doing while you're hand sewing, it's kind of pulling, it's a little uneven, which makes the fabric bubble up, and it doesn't really look that good. But when I started the machine stitch, I think it turned out really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these two layers together all the way, and you also want to make it really like good in the top, because you're not going to trim the top as much as the bottom, because the bottom is kind of uneven, since I just put an extra 5 centimeters so I could vary the length of it. And I actually have my fashion sketches right here. So in the beginning I thought about it something like that, and then I realized that, I don't know, long tops on me doesn't really look that good. So I changed it to a smaller model, and I think that's going to be great. But I added an extra 5 centimeters, so I'll have to, you know, pull it